Ciao Bella, welcome Bella Uncinetto. I'm Christina and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long we've been here, I always appreciate your time. We have another yarn review today, and I'm hoping that I can take some of the feedback that I got from the first one and put it into practice here. So one of the things, and I noticed, right, that I was not in camera for a lot of it. So I've tried to fix that, one by practicing filming just with the camera on, right? Not recording, but like having the camera on like it is now, like you can see. I'm actually recording right now, but having it on so that I can see where my hands are. But also, I put the camera up a little bit higher so that my hands can be in frame more, right? And I can crochet a little better on camera. So I'm hoping that this one works out a little bit better. So today we have Kismet Yarns Feels Like Cashmere. Now I've looked this up to see where you can buy it, and I have not had much luck. I found the website, right, the Kismet website, and it is a South African yarn. I got this yarn from Ingrid at Ingrid's Inspirations. I will link her channel. She doesn't really put up content anymore, but she does have some fabulous videos of all the things. She has some beautiful things in South Africa, some lovely things that she's made over time. So if you go check her out, show her some love, and I know that she would really appreciate it. But she sent me this yarn a long time ago, and I've been waiting for the right time to find something to make something out of it. And I haven't found that yet, but I figured uh, I have four of them, two in this blue color and two in like a grayish color. Sorry if you hear my voice moving, I'm just turning around to look. Um, so I can make something pretty substantial with it at some point. But for now, let's just get into the yarn. This is Kismet Feels Like Cashmere, and it is Beach House Blue is the colorway, and it is a DK weight, but it is 100% acrylic yarn. It's 250 meters per 100 grams. You can machine wash warm, you can iron, um, you can dry clean. Do not tumble dry. Let me get a different hook because I grabbed a 5mm and it says to use a 4mm. So let me grab a 4mm. I have right here, and I will grab that. I like 5mm and 5.5mm is usually my go-to size. Just because I crochet pretty tightly, so I tend to go up a hook size without thinking about it. So I was like, oh, DK weight, let me grab a 5mm because that's what I usually use. Anyway, this feels so soft. I have felt cashmere yarn. It does kind of feel like that, although I wouldn't say exactly like that. But it is a beautiful blue color. I am going to go ahead and take my rings off just because they will get caught in the yarn, and I don't want to mess the yarn up. Okay, so I did already kind of pull out some from the middle of the skein, and it already has like a kink to it, probably because it's been sitting for so long. But anyway, we will get started. And my camera, one of the things that I was telling someone about my camera is I don't have a zoom feature on my camera. So like I have it up higher, like I literally have it on a box, but I can't zoom in and out. It's just a basic webcam. It's not anything super fancy, so it doesn't have a lot of features to like zoom in and out. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to put it up too high, because I want you to be able to see the detail in the yarn. but you need to be up high enough that I can keep my hands on the table without having to like maneuver underneath it, which was also part of the problem. All right, so I'm gonna chain. All right, I tried to keep it kind of loose. We'll see how that works and go from there. I can tell you this yarn feels like, just by the way that it's spun, it almost feels like it wants to come unspun. And that makes me a little nervous that it might be splitty. So we'll see. My hook is not, it's not super pointy, so we'll hope that that's not an issue. Oh, come on. And if you missed the other yarn review that I did, I had said in that one that I like going through the back bump when I can, just because it gives a really nice clean edge down here, so that if I'm making like a blanket or something that I know I might have to come back and put like a border on, even like if it's a top, I can add that with no problem. So, but it's all preference if you like to go through the top loop or the 2 loops when you're doing this on your, oh, see, it's split right there, on your project at your beginning row. You can also, one of the things that I do, if I can, split again, if I can, I like to make a foundation single crochet or double crochet row. Like if I'm making a blanket and I have to chain 275, right? And then I have to go back and do single crochets on every single one of those. Absolutely not. I would rather take the time and do a foundation single crochet row. It takes a little bit more time, but when I'm done, I have my foundation row and the first row of single crochets completed. I don't have to go back and do that again. So if I was doing something, especially something that was really, really large, no, thank you. All right, so there is a single crochet. After the chain, I just chained 12 just so I can kind of get a basic idea of the stitch. It does have some bounce to it. It has already split twice, so that's a little concerning, but we'll just keep going for now and play through some of the stitches and see what happens. So this is just going to be half double crochet. I hope that everyone is having a lovely day whenever you're watching this. Today for me right now, oh, I have to pause that. Hold on, somebody's at the door. Nobody should be here. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, that was the mail. I'm usually never home during the day for the mail to come. So usually I have to go like pick it up or something. But that was refreshing. Anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about before I came back, because to you it was like a millisecond, but to me it was several minutes. I know that I'd been talking about it being like an American, like, federal holiday. So that's why I'm off today and I am doing videos. I don't know if the video that I had planned to go up today, the day that I'm filming, not today, the day that you're watching, will go up at my normal time because it was, it failed to upload. Sorry, I'm trying to get it through here. It failed to upload. I know I'm not on camera, but I'm trying to get this through here. This is not the yarn's fault. This is my fault for crocheting too tightly. So I'm sitting here also watching how fast it's uploading because I might have to change the time that it uploads because I have realized in all of my time on YouTube that if you have a video, right, and say I set it to post at noon, right? If it's still uploading at noon and it's not actually public, it's still live, so it's still counting whether or not it's getting views, it's still counting that time, which really hurts watch hours because there's no video there even though it says that there's supposed to be one there and no one's watching it. So if it takes 3 hours after the time that you're supposed to that it's supposed to come up for it to actually upload and be finished, that's 3 hours of nobody watching it. So I'm trying to be mindful of the time because I set it to upload and I had recorded it and it was uploading, and then while I was gone, the video failed. So when I was at work on Friday, because I had recorded it, uploaded it, and it was uploading fine, but Thursday, not Friday. When I was at work on Thursday, the video for Friday uploaded fine, but the video for Monday failed. And I was gone all weekend. So I couldn't fix it until today. And that means that it's not going to go up at the normal time because it takes forever. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I had to push back the time. I mean, that's not going to matter for you because you're going to see this on Wednesday and that will all be done, but I'm talking about it right now because it hasn't happened yet in my world. So there you have the single, the half double, and the double. And it has really, really good stitch definition. If you can see that, that's really, really good stitch definition. Oh, did you see that change? Ooh. It's the lighting. Ever since I moved into this room, I've been saying that I was going to change the lighting in here. And I've not changed a single thing in this room. Because the light cover in this room is blue. And I keep saying I'm going to change it to make the lighting better in here. And I have not done it yet. But we'll see. We're going to do like a popcorn stitch or a puff stitch. 2, 3, 4. It glides really well on the hook. But let's see if I can get it through here. Ooh. It split somewhere in there. You can see that little thing, it split somewhere in there. I'll take that off and try again. And I just do in between, so that's a single crochet, and I do that because I want there to be some definition in between when I do. So I'll do that to like bind it off, and then I'm gonna do another single crochet here and then go into the next one. But it is really smooth in there. Like, I know maybe you can't tell, but the hook is gliding really, really well. So I'm getting some messages. I might have to check those because I'm waiting for someone to come pick something up. So that one, I could feel it snagging a little bit. So that looks a little, that one looks a little not good. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Ah, see, look. Okay. While we were gone, our cat was very, very naughty. I mean, I had someone coming to check on him, but I guess he got really either starving, which wouldn't make sense because he has an automatic feeder, or he was bored out of his mind because he attacked this little counter that we have with food on it like nobody's business. And when I tell you the mess we came into was insane. Now, I didn't have somebody check on him every day, just like twice while we were gone. But that mess wasn't there the last time that they checked on him. Oy, it tingled. So, that is absolute insanity, the amount of things that he tore through in that short amount of time. And that is groceries that we are not going to get back because he definitely tore all of that up. I don't remember if I did that or not, so I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Oh. I'm having to hold that just so that I can get the yarn through. And again, it's not the fault of the yarn. It is completely and utterly my fault. Because I crochet too tightly for this. So, but I also, like I said on the last one, felt the yarn like catching. So I want to make sure that I'm not doing that this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, well, if I was doing this for real, that'd be kind of off, so I'd need another stitch. But I'm not doing it for real, so chain 1 and turn. But it's still good. Stitch definition with those bobbles there. You can see that. And it's still really, really soft. I would worry with this about pilling over time. Just like I can feel maybe like it would pill. I've never used this yarn, right? I said that out loud. I've never used it. But I feel like there would be some issues with pilling just because I do feel like it wants to unravel. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so there's that on top of those little popcorn stitches there. Let's see, I want to maybe try one more stitch here. And just see, I'm going to do some more half doubles. And just see, I want to see how much it will stretch. I hope I'm doing better with staying on camera. Trying to show you guys the yarn. I do feel like having it up higher helps, just because I'm not having to like the camera was lower, so I was trying to have to fit it under the camera and have room, and this way I don't have to fight with it as much, if that makes sense. I was not counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, see, that would look funny if I was doing that for real, because it's a solid edge there and it's a bumpy edge there. But oh well, it's gonna come out anyway. So there is a little sample, and this is the Kismet. It feels like cashmere, 100% acrylic DK yarn. Although I will say, as it comes unspun a little bit, it does feel a little bit thicker than a DK. I mean, when you're working with it and you pull it to work with it, it does kind of go back down, but it does have that stretchy, bouncy feel. You could almost maybe get away with treating it like a light worsted weight, like a light 4 weight, depending on what you were making with it. Alright, so time to frog. Let's see. We'll go slow. And it still has some of that kink that it had from when it got in there. So far, not a problem. Alright, let's do quickly. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. No problems. Alright, so what I'm going to do with this is wrap it back around my fingers and then kind of ball it up a little bit and stick it back in there. Because the other one that I did, I made a real mess with. And I do hope to use these at some point. So if I found the center pole, right, it would only make sense that I leave the center pole out so I can find it again. And then I'll just stick that back in there. And then there's the center pole. I wish all yarns came with an automatic center pole like that. I mean, some of you don't like the center pole, I get that. But I wonder if that's just because it's difficult to find and it makes everything collapse, or if it's just you prefer to go from the outside. Anyway, that is my review, right, of the Kismet Feels Like Cashmere 100% acrylic DK yarn. If you have any of this on your shelf, definitely blanket worthy. Even if you have like a top quantity, like the quantity to make a top out of it, it feels really, really amazing. So I would definitely make a wearable out of this. It is kind of thick, so like breathability may be a problem. Just keeping in mind it is acrylic, so it's not a light yarn by any means, like as far as breathability, but it would feel amazing. So if you did it in like a hat, a scarf, a cowl, any of that that goes against your skin, unless you have sensitivities, right? And then don't, but if you don't have those sensitivities, I definitely recommend it if you can get your hands on it. Hey everyone, it's me from the future, where I realized as I was putting the video together, I didn't do my rating scale. Yeah, I'm really new at all this. So, I did talk about how great the yarn was and how much I liked it and all of that. Now, would this be something that would be my absolute favorite yarn in the whole wide world? No. Does that mean that I would not want to get it if I saw it? No, I would absolutely buy some. I would absolutely buy some of this yarn if I could get my hands on it. So I would give this 4 black cats. That would be my rating. I would say this is a good yarn. It would be a good, wonderful acrylic to have in my stash. If I could build up a stash of this, I would not be disappointed. So I would give it 4 black cats. If I can find a place where I can buy it, I mean, I checked a couple of places online. Like I said, I'll put the website, the Kismet website for the yarn so you can see like colorways and things. But I wasn't able to find anywhere that you could buy it. Most places were out of stock. But if I do find something, I will put that link in the description box. I cannot promise you the colorways. And the price is going to be in whatever South African, it's the ZAR. I don't know what it's called actually, but I know it's ZAR. So whatever that would equate to in your money. So I don't know how much it would cost, but I will do my best to put that research up there if I can find it. All right. So if you have any of this on yourself, definitely it's worth using. It's worth getting out. And if you don't have any and you'd like to get some, I hope that my research will help you if I can find some. So until I see you again, be well, be safe, and be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao bella!